5 races and 6 weekends are coming up for the MotoGP grid, and if you're not excited, there must be something wrong with you. The first of those 5 races is this weekend's Aragon Grand Prix, a race which last year saw Pecco and Marc duel for the win, with Bagnaia crossing the line first and achieving his first ever win in the Premier class. Could Bagnaia win again 1 year later? Well, let's preview this week's Aragon Grand Prix. The weather this weekend looks set to be sunny, as it was in 2021. Pole position was taken by Bagnaia last year as he set a 1 minute 46.322, starting ahead of his teammate Jack Miller and Fabio Quartararo, who completed the front row. Bagnaia's pole position time is also the lap record, and with the weather looking dry for this weekend, it is possible that this lap record will be broken by the pole sitter this year. Fabio Quartararo may struggle this weekend. This track, out of all of them, is probably the reigning world champion's worst. Aside from his crash in Portimao and the race in Jerez where he developed arm pump, the Aragon Grand Prix last year was Fabio's worst race. Despite starting in third that year, he didn't have the pace and ended up finishing in a lowly for him 8th place at the checkered flag. In the first race at the circuit in 2020, Fabio took pole but plummeted to 18th in the race, whilst in the second race that year, Fabio crossed the line in 8th. Should something similar happen this year, Fabio could lose some valuable points in the title fight. Aleix Espargaro, meanwhile, has a great record around the Aragon circuit. He notably scored his first podium there, second on the forward Yamaha in 2014, and whilst at both Suzuki and Aprilia, the round in Aragon often was where Aleix would achieve one of, if not the best result of his season. So perhaps the Spaniard can find the podium again this weekend, ending the drought. Bagnaia won from pole last year with a great defense from Marc Marquez, winning his first race in MotoGP in the process. The track undoubtedly suits the Ducati, with the long straight in the fourth sector being particularly to the Ducati's advantage. So if Pecco is going to make up points on Fabio, then this is the place where he will do it, with all the other Ducatis probably being able to use their increased pace to make a buffer to Fabio. As long as Bagnaia can come out ahead of the other Ducati riders, then he could easily end up winning a 5th race in a row. Marc Marquez is back this weekend. It is nice to see him return, and he does have an amazing record at this track, but I don't expect much from him. We saw in the Misano test that Marc only managed 7 consecutive laps in his last and longest run. This is a lot less than a full race distance, and so it's going to be a tough weekend for him as he's still rebuilding those muscles in his arm. Still, Marquez is Marquez, and it would be very him to come back and pull a podium or a victory out of the hat, despite all that would be going against him. Alright, that's a preview of the upcoming race weekend. I'm pretty excited for the next few weeks of racing. Let's hope that we get a good race this weekend. Comment down below who your podium predictions are for this weekend, and if you like this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.